ready for work today. Getting ready for the drive into work. Today is Friday, June 12th. And normally I work from home on a Friday, but if you go back to my other videos, you'll know why I had to go into work today. So we are getting ready for this drive into work. Move my hair. So my hair, I don't know if you've seen my other videos, is almost like to my calf. Which I've been probably rocking braids since COVID. Because, you know, due to COVID, you know, I couldn't get my hair done as much as I used to. I used to probably get my hair done at least once a month before COVID. But with COVID and everything shutting down, I had to get something that obviously I could rock longer than a month. So I have been rocking braids ever since COVID. So probably, what, 5-6 years now? Like back to back. And started with like the bigger braids, and I've kind of morphed into now wearing knotless braids. So, you know, originally I started like, you know, I always liked them long, but these are like really long. Maybe I'll put a picture here of exactly how long they are. So you may ask, or you may wonder, or you may not wonder, I don't know, you may not give a fuck, but you may wonder, how do you go to the bathroom? Like, what do you do? Doesn't your hair fall into the toilet? Blah blah blah. And that's a good question. And yes, I do have to worry about that, especially when I'm in like a public bathroom. You do not want your hair on the floor. And when you sit, and I'm already short, so when I sit down on a toilet stool, it very well might skim the bottom of on the floor. So what I do is normally I will wear it like a shawl. I wrap it up like this, and then I go to the bathroom. So yeah, there's upsides and downsides to having very long braids. Having braids, period. I mean, unless you have a braided wig, which I don't wear wigs. I'm just not. I don't know how young girls these days wear wigs. I would feel funny as hell having a big old helmet on my head, wearing it every day. I mean, now granted, they do look good. Some of them do look good. I ain't gonna say all of them, because sometimes, yeah, they don't look good. But, you know, the good ones, I mean, I would definitely do something that looked good. But to wear a helmet every day, especially when it get hot, I wouldn't do. But I can see why people do it, and you never know. I may get to an age where I have to, you know, wear a wig. I hope not. I think at that point, maybe what I'll do is just cut all my hair off and just rock a short style. I don't know. Just something about wigs I just can't get down with. But one thing with the braids is, especially the knotless ones, is that you have to just get them done a lot. Because as you can see, I need my hair done. Well, actually it doesn't really look bad, but for me it's like, ooh, my edges are, you know, frizzy. So sometimes what I do, because they are so long, is that I'll get them freshly done, and then what I do is, like, maybe 4 or 5 weeks later, I'll just get like the top done, and then I'll rock that for maybe another 3 weeks, and then I'll take them all out again and get my whole head done again. So that's sort of how I do it. And then another tip, the way I kind of save money, is that because they are so long, I mean, I literally, I've never really done this, but it probably could take about 8 to 10 hours, maybe even longer, if I had my braider actually start from the top and braid them all the way down. So what I have done in order to like maximize time and price is that I have her start the braid, and then what I do is I finish it. So I'm there braiding too. and that saves me not only some money, it saves me a lot of time, because normally I could be like, so I've been going to, like, well, when I initially first started, I was going to braiders that they were RIT students, so I was saving a lot of money doing that. I think I paid only like $200, if that, for getting my hair done. And so she actually had, it was two people. It was her and her friend, and she would start, and then the other girl would finish braiding. So that's sort of kind of where I got the idea from. Especially when I started going longer, it was really a good idea to have two people braiding in your hair. And they were like African, and they were so sweet, and they ended up having to go back home. And so that's sort of why I had to find someone else. So I found another girl, and I've been going to her for probably about a year now. I'm very loyal to like people, businesses. I'm like, when I lock in, I lock in. So I've been going to her for about a year now, maybe 8 months or so, probably about a year. But the last time so this is her second time canceling on me, which, as y'all know, because when I take my braids out, I don't have like a style to my hair, because I've been rocking braids for so long. I don't really have a hairstyle. Like, I can't just take this out and then rock a bob, because I don't have that style. I don't have a style anymore to my hair. It's just all over the place. I don't have a real hairdo that I can fall back on. So normally I'll fall back on like, a bun or something like that, which I really don't like to wear that. So this is her second time canceling on me, and I'm just like, girl, when I take my hair out, I want my hair done like the next day, or, because normally I take it out that night. And, what I've been trying to do is, check in with her, like, are you good to do my hair tomorrow? Like, before I make a cut in my hair and start taking my hair out, are you good? And so one time she had a medical emergency, which I understand. I get it. I've had medical emergencies myself. The second time now, I had checked in with her. I literally had checked in with her like that day before, the night before, like 9 o'clock too. It wasn't like I checked in early. It was like 9 p.m. I checked in before I took my hair out, because I can take my hair out like within an hour. It's pretty fast. So I checked in with her. I was like, yo, are you good? We good for tomorrow? She's like, yeah, come in at, 8:30 or 7 o'clock, whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I took out my hair, went to bed, got up, because I took out my hair, but I didn't wash it. So I still had to like wash it, condition it, and stuff like that. So I usually get up pretty early. So I knew I was going to get up in time in order to do that. And I get the dreaded, hey girl text. Hey girl. I was like, oh fuck. What? Like, she's like, I'm not feeling good, and I've been throwing up, and I'm just thinking to myself like, well, in between throw ups, can you do my hair? Being so insensitive, but it's like, my hair is like my crown. I just like, if I have my hair done, everything else will work out. If I don't have my hair done, that's when, it's just, I just don't feel like at my best, like Aaliyah. I want to be at my best at all times. So having my hair done always sets the mood, always sets the, it's like, if I don't have my hair done, then what? I can't rock a hat. I mean, I guess I could, but no, I don't want to. And I gotta go to work. I mean, I got things to do. Let me adjust this. I mean, I be having things to do, so it's not even that I can go. I mean, I could go a couple of days without having my hair done, but I be having things to do. Like, I go to work, I go out of town. I be having things scheduled for when I'm getting my hair done too. That's another thing. Normally, especially during the summertime, like I'm scheduling my hair appointment around going out of town, going out to different events, doing family things. Like, so I want my hair to be the freshest, especially if I'm going out of town, right? So if I'm going out of town like the next week, I want my hair done. So I can't play. And then for when you have braids, it's not like, you know, normally braiders, if you're a good braider too, you always are booked. I can't just call somebody and be like, can I come in on a Saturday? Most times, especially, that's like a braider's peak time. So to be able to call somebody and be like, can I come in and get my hair braided because my normal braider can't do it, is not nearly impossible. I mean, because I could go to like a African braiding shop because there's always someone available. But first of all, you don't want everybody playing in your head either, especially with the braids, because you don't want your edges and stuff to come out and stuff. So, you know, I just, you know, but when you put me in a bind, it's like now I'm scrambling to find somebody. So this is my second time having to scramble to find somebody. And I'll tell you, going back to the first time when she canceled because she had a medical emergency, I got scammed, y'all. Now, normally, Truth Teller X don't get scammed. I'm the scammer, not the scam-e. Like, I don't get scammed. You know, listen, I done ran a couple scams in my day, which that'll be for another video. But thinking back to what I've been doing. But anyways, yeah, I am the scammer. I don't get scammed. I'm like, I usually can spot a scam from a mile away. I really can. But because I was such in a fury, because I really had needed my hair done, I can't remember exactly what I was doing the next day or whatever. But I know I had plans to do something either the next day or the following week, and I really had needed my hair done. So this was like emergency 911. I need my hair done. And the fact that she had canceled on me, this is the first time, because of her medical emergency, it was like, oh God, I need to find. So I got on Facebook, was looking, and I put the call out there like, ooh, like, is there anyone that can braid my hair today? And someone had inboxed me like, yeah, I can do your hair, whatever, but you have to pay a deposit. And, you know, nowadays you have to pay a deposit to get your hair done, which I get it, but then again, I don't get it. But I definitely do get it, why people want deposits, because, you know,
split pace, 3 minutes, 19 seconds per mile.
My watch. Because, you know, you don't want to hold space for someone and then they don't show up. But I'm just like, okay, what's the deposit? So I paid the deposit, and she gives me the shop, you know, the shop name or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like a relief, like, oh, thank God I found someone that could braid my hair. So then she calls me back, or not calls me or texts me. No, this was through Facebook. So she Facebook calls me back and was like, oh, what kind of hair do you want? If we can do human hair, which I don't usually do human hair. I just do like the regular, you know, I forgot the name of it, just the synthetic braiding hair. I'm not like, I don't need to do human hair, because I'm not about to pay $100 for human hair, because I'm not keeping these in for that long to have no human hair. So, but she called me, was like, well, I'm going to pick up the hair, because now braiders do usually will provide the hair as well. So that's a thing. So I was like, okay. She was like, well, you're gonna have to pay another $75 for the hair for me to pick up the hair. And I'm thinking to myself, like, bitch, I'm not sending no more money. Like, I'm about to be there, like, within the hour. Like, I'm not about to, like, if you want to go buy the hair, go buy that hair, but I'm not about to buy or give you more money for hair. I could just bring my own hair. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not about to send you more money. So that's when I was like thinking to myself, like, hold up, something ain't right. Something ain't right. So I did not send more money, thank God. I wasn't that desperate. I mean, I was desperate, but I wasn't that desperate. I'm like, no, I don't need that type of hair. I can just use the regular hair. Like, I don't need that specialty hair. I'll just bring my own. And so my appointment time came. I went to the shop, and it was a shop, but it wasn't the braider. And it was a braiding shop, but whoever contacted me was using the shop's name and location and got me out my money. So Melissa has gotten scammed within the last year, guys, which, like I said, I don't get scammed. I do not get scammed. When people call me on the phone, I love those type of calls too. When people call me to try to say like, oh, you have like an old credit card bill. Oh, I love them calls. That's like the highlight of my day. Oh, and if I got time to, oh yeah, we about to get into it. Like, yup, I love those scammy calls. Cause I know you ain't gonna give me, or if you get, now people are getting like text messages. I mean, they can get real. They get pretty real. Like, we're gonna cancel your license, all type of bullshit. This would be like, first of all, if y'all gonna scam somebody, can y'all spell the shit right first? Shit be misspelled, grammar be off. Like, can you run this through ChatGPT before you send it out? Because this shit ain't even spelled right. That's number one. Number two, the accent always gives it away. Or not even the accent. What gives it away is when you I mean, most times for me anyways, they're pretty obvious. But what gives it away is the accent, the misspellings, and then sometimes when they call you and you have to be listening, but there's like a boop sound that comes on the phone. It goes like, you're like, hello, and it goes like boop, and then it's like, hello, and I'm like, oh, this is a scam. Let's go. So yeah, there's key indications that, then there's, then you have your check scams, which I don't see how anybody fall for that shit. Like, if you if you cash in somebody's check, that shit fake. They say that they need you to cash their check because whatever, they don't have an account or whatever, and I'm gonna give you $100 and I'm taking thousands of dollars. You pretty stupid. I'm not falling for that. I'm not falling for that either. That's just, and I work at a bank, so we see that all the time, unfortunately. Normally with older people though, not young people, like me. But yeah, I'm not falling for any of that okie doke. But she got me on this one. She got me with that deposit, because that's like a normal thing. You do pay a deposit for these new age beauticians. You gotta pay a deposit to hold your spot. And I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not about to give you more money, and I'm about to come and see you. Like, Lemmy, I'm about to see you in 30 minutes. Like, no. So yeah, I got scammed. Now the second time I had, and this just happened because I had just got my hair done probably a couple of weeks ago. So this is about 4 weeks in. I'm getting my hair done next week, so that'll be 5 weeks that I had this style. So about a month ago, she canceled again because she was feeling nauseous, and I'm like, well, in between throw-ups, can I just, can I still come? Like, is it, So I put the call out there again, and this time I was just very, very leery because I've already been scammed once. That shit ain't gonna happen again. You might give me one time, but you ain't gonna get me multiple times. So I actually went on this site called Booksy. So I used to get my hair braided by another girl, and she used to do her reservations and stuff through this app called Booksy. So that's pretty legit. So I went through Booksy, and I just went down the line, and I just was texting everybody. So this is like around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just texting people on Facebook, going to people's Instagrams, like, hey, are you free today? Man, I went to Buffalo. I was like, I'll drive to Buffalo if I need to get my hair braided. So I just probably text about 10 people, and then I went to the Booksy app, and I just started calling braiders. And there was this one braiding shop, they're off of Ridge Road, but there was this one braiding shop, I think it's called Finesse, And so I was calling people that were open because it was pretty early in the morning. And so I was calling like around like, okay, because I really need to get my hair done today. Because this was like, I had something, I really needed my hair done. I mean, I always need my hair done. I just, you know, but I really needed, I can't remember exactly what we were doing the next day or whatever. I think it was like a barbecue or something. So I definitely had needed my hair done. A family event I was going to. So got this shop. So this shop is like a barber shop, but it's a barber shop, nail shop, braid. You know, they do like a whole bunch of stuff. So I called him because he was open. I think his hours started like around 8 or 7:30. So he was open. So I called him and he answered the phone. And I was like, yeah, I really need my hair braided. My braider canceled on me. Do you have anyone that could braid my hair? He was like, yeah, we got somebody that can braid your hair. And I told him what I wanted. You know, I wanted like, you know, I wanted them very long and, you know, whatever. He's like, yep, we have somebody coming in at 11 o'clock. They can do your hair. And I'm just thinking like, okay. Giving him the side eye like, okay. And he's like, what you gonna need to pay the deposit? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we're gonna need a deposit. And I'm thinking to myself like, okay, here we go, y'all. So I'm like, well, I'm coming. Like, I'm coming. I'm going to come. You ain't gotta worry about that. He's like, well, we really need a deposit. I need to put you in the system. And I'm just like, man, you know, once you been scarred one time, that shit stick with you. It's almost like I had PTSD and shit. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about sending a deposit. So I'm like, what about this? What if I come down to your shop and hand you the deposit to make my appointment, and then I'll come back during my time? He was like, yeah, you can do that. But, you know, I'm like, yeah, because I'm not sending any money via Cash App or whatever for no deposit. I'm gonna come down there and hand it to you. So yeah, so I ended up driving down and the shop was real. Everything ended up being the real deal Holyfield. So yeah, I went down to the shop, and it was a really nice shop actually. This may be a plug for that shop. I mean, it was nice. It was clean. It wasn't ghetto. It was legit. It was really legit. So he has like the front where people do makeup, they do wigs there. So he has a front for that. Then in the back he has barbers too. So he has a couple of barber chairs in the back. And he has braiders that do braids. He also does nails, and I think they're trying to do like massages. So he's a really good, a legit shop. Very nice, very clean. So my phone overheated. But I'm almost to work, and my story's almost over. So yeah, so the girl came in, was on time. But the shop was really nice. Very nice, professional shop. Guy was very professional, very nice. The girl was nice as well. So she came in, braided my hair, braided exactly how I wanted it, and I'm very pleased with what she did. Now I'm gonna still go back to my old stylist because, you know, like I said, I'm pretty faithful to her, and I'm probably gonna use them as like a backup just in case I do need you know, something else happens. But she got one more time to cancel on me because like I can't do it. But she on probation right now. But I like her too. Like, we've had laughs together. Like, you know, there are situations that we've had, and we've had good laughs, and kind of told her my little story about things going on. So I really do like her, and I'm not gonna necessarily hold that against her. But she got one more time, y'all. But this will just be my backup location. So I do have a legit location that I can go to. But some of the things that I would say about the shop is that the music was loud. Like, so they play music like throughout the whole shop, and it just was really loud. Especially I'm there sitting down for, you know, I was there probably for like 6 or 7 hours, and it was loud. So that was one thing. But other than that, I don't really have any complaints. It was a nice it was a nice location, so I would definitely go there again. But saying all that, I don't even think this was not even my original Car Chronicles topic. I was going to talk about my garage sale that I'm having this weekend, but I guess I'll do that on my ride home. But yeah, so planning on getting my hair done next week because so this is how I plan on my hair. So I usually like to get my hair done every 5 to 6 weeks. So as I've said multiple times, I'm going to Atlanta at the end of July. So it's now June. So I can't go from June to July without getting my hair done, because I'll be walking around looking like, no, I'm not doing that. It will be frizzier than what it is now, and I'm not doing that. So I'm going to get my whole head done next week. And then I'm going to do, or actually no, I'm going to just get the top done next week. And then I'm going to go back a week before my vacation and get my whole head done. So that way the next week I'll have a fresh hairdo for my vacation to Atlanta. And so my vacation to Atlanta is our family reunion on my mom's side. Every 2 years we have a family reunion, and because my mom's side of the family, there's like 7 branches. So we have people in upstate New York, Rochester. We have people in Virginia. We have people in California. We have people in Nevada. We have people in New York City. So every 2 years, and we've been doing this for like, I want to say like 20 years. Maybe longer. We've been doing this for a minute. So every 2 years we have a family reunion, and this year we're going to Atlanta. Last year we went, not last year, but the 2 years previous we went to North Carolina. The 2 years before that, I think upstate New York people had it, so we did like Niagara Falls. We've been to Maryland. We've gone to Vegas. So we've been all over. We've gone to South Carolina, so that's like where they're originally from. So we've had a couple of family reunions in South Carolina, because that's like our home base. So we've gone there, but this year we're doing Atlanta, and I'm on the committee. I was on the committee 2 years ago, so I'm on the committee again. I don't think I'm gonna be on the committee next year unless my branch of the family takes it over, like my real branch. So but I'm the treasurer on the committee this year, and I was the treasurer last year too. So we are having it in Atlanta, so I am looking forward to that. And like I said, I'm gonna need my hair did for that, and hopefully I can just go to my regular stylist, but now I do have someone that I can go to. So yeah, how do y'all feel? Like, how y'all rocking y'all hair after COVID? Like, I have been in braids. I really do want to go back to just wearing my hair down, because I do like that. But I still think braids are just so easy, man. I get up in the morning, put a little edge control, and call it a day. And you know, every 5 weeks, 6 weeks, I wash it in between, and I'm ready to go. This is a nice little wash and go, like not even a wash and go, because I don't have to wash it every day, but this is a nice little style. I can just get up and go and still look cute, and that's what it's all about. So, and I feel confident when I have my hair done at all times. So I don't know, I'm gonna see about another style, because I can't rock braids all the time either, because it's kind of not, I mean, it's not really messing on my edges. I still have my edges, but you know, I need to take better care of my hair, like condition it and do more of that, and I'm not doing that with the braids. I mean, I wasn't doing that with the other hair either. But so yeah, anyways, we are at the JOB, so I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.